Do you know what I mean? Like, just try to like push the time a little bit forward, a little bit back on purpose instead of like letting it just happen or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like certain beats work better than others, but it's been cool. There's definitely a lot of beats that I want to try this on that I'm just not ready to do yet.
Well,
anything that's got like obvious kick drums are the easiest.
I saw that so you haven't tried it with any other songs, just Steezo.
Oh no, hell no. Actually, my favorite vibe out of all of this is Over Phenomenon, because you got that guitar. I can change that. I think I end up swinging it in a way where it turns into triplets, kind of. Yeah, triplets. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like it.
Yeah.
The other things that happen between the beats are kind of the things that end up pushing you in a certain direction and how far you swing it.
That's what you just said is perfect. That's why it's important to take pride in choosing the right music too, because it's not just mastering the pattern, it's applying the pattern to the right songs so that you get the pattern to sound really cool.
Mm-hmm. Now that being said, I cannot make what Shortcut did. I can't make that sound at all. Like, I don't know how he organizes Art of Noise. I don't know if he's starting it earlier or like you've got it, obviously. I can't replicate that sound.
Are you saying that you tried it on Art of Noise and it doesn't sound the way Shortcut does it?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the secret. Shortcut does things that, with regards to the chase pattern, Shortcut does something that I never say or talk about out of respect to Shortcut, because I want the student and people who watch the videos that I post to try to stumble across the one thing that he does to the pattern that I don't teach, similar to what happened with the chase itself. Like, if you think about it, Shortcut didn't have me to explain to him what I was doing. And in not having me there, he stumbled across another way of applying that movement that I did to Nobody Beats the Biz. Because of that, I don't talk about it, but I'll let you know what he does too. See,
I think, before you tell me, does he not start on a 1? Is that what's, because like, let me see if I pull it up. He's got, the way that I see it cued, give me a little more. So I have that guy as the 1, and I feel like the way that he chases it, he's not starting it there. Because I know that I might not have the perfect swing and the perfect feel, but I know that my technique is right. And it just doesn't sound. So I'm wondering if he like pushes it back an 8th note to kind of collapse it. Instead of it being like 1, 2, it's like and 1, and 1, and 1.
That's exactly what he does. That's exactly.
That's all. All right.
You figure it out.
I'll figure it out then. I'll find it.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit.
I'll find it.
Good shit, dude. Yeah, man. I fucking love training with you, man, because like you get this, dude. You get this shit perfectly. Someone else would have been like, all right, yeah, tell me, and then waited for me to say it. And then you're like, you know what?
No, fuck that.
I could figure out what he's doing, and you figured it out. That's exactly what he does. And isn't it interesting that one little difference makes the chase either sound, the way you've been taught it, or it'll change it up, and you'll be like, man, but there's something different about the way Shortcut does it in comparison to the way Rob taught it to me. I teach it that way out of respect to Shortcut, because I don't want to give every single secret away of his pattern. You know what I'm saying? But you're right.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So now here's my next question. I cannot do this with a regular beat. My dream with this is, I'll demonstrate it to you, but I basically took the Rock the Bells handoff, where you got this going on, and I tried to stick it in there. I don't know if that's the correct way or the only way. Obviously that works.
Yo, man. Fucking Michael. Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. And it's interesting because that was going to be today's lesson, was
Awesome.
adding the... I feel that's a quarter note fill. Would you agree, or is it an eighth note fill? I feel it's a quarter note fill because you're taking a quarter note sound and filling it.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a quarter. I'll tell you this: it's a quarter note long. The whole it's 3 notes. It's a quarter note. You're taking a quarter note and you're dividing it into 3 sounds into an eighth note triplet. What part of the beat you're taking it from? If that's what you mean, I don't know. I'm too stupid right now to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm taking a quarter note sound and filling that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in my brain. I just go, just throw the handoff in there. Right. It seems like I'm moving a lot faster, but I know that I'm not because I've messed it up. And as long as I cue kind of okay, I can get right back into it. It becomes more difficult where I try to fill like on every single one. Or like, well, the way that it works for me, I can fill on the same side back to back. Like that, and it'll work. Now, what about this? I cannot do this, so I cheated. Right? Just set a loop. And I'll set a loop over here. So now, what if I force everything to work? Right? So now what I want to do is I want to be able to fill on both sides back to back. So I took this idea, like bum bum bum, and then bum bum bum. And then shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, in theory, I have to keep my hands right here to do that because I'm a baby right now. But I should have enough time to get over here, pull back, and go back into my pattern, right?
Check this out.
Fuck yeah, I knew it was possible. It's all right. I mean, I have a feeling that's a very long way away from me, but that's okay.
It's not, Michael. It's the next lesson after the quarter note fill on Steezel.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's the
Are you still using? Wow. Are you still using the same beat when you teach this, or that just seems so fast?
No, I'm using Sucker MC's Run DMC, and I'm just so happy right now that you let us here, dude. You let us here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, man, you are going to be a beast if you keep up with this and continue to think the way you think, because this was a great experience for me, training with you. And today finishes the first batch of 5 hours that you purchased, right?
Yeah, this is it.
So it's incredible, dude, that by the 5th hour, you got us to the 8th move. And I say you because I really feel like you led us to the last 3 moves that I teach. The last 3 moves that I teach are fills, continuous fills that alternate sort of in a linear, not sort of, it is linear, in a linear way. And then when you're done doing the fills, you go back to the beginning. Unlike the chase, when you end at the first verse of Steezo, the chase ends, right? But here,
sometimes.
Well, sometimes, right? What I'm gonna teach you today, which I didn't think or have a clue that we would get here. I thought we would be talking about learning the quarter note fills. You're fucking teaching me things about the quarter note fills. By the 5th hour, that says a lot about the arc of your learning. Your learning arc has been amazing. And then the idea that like you led us to, so now can you go and alternate and just do fills on both sides? Like usually the student is led to this spot.
Yeah.
But I tell the student, and by the way, you can do this. But you're the one that is saying, oh, and by the way, Rob, I think this is possible. Dude, if you stay inquisitive like that and curious, oh my God, dude. Like, give it a few months, you will be competing in a DMC and you will be fucking making a significant impact on the scene because you're constantly asking questions and probing and asking why, where, what, why, how. And a lot of students of this art don't ask why. They just say how. And that's it. And then they learn how and they don't push past the how and figure out why shit is happening the way it's
happening. I mean, the stuff that you teach is only going to work for those guys on CISO. So unless everybody wants to just play fucking It's My Turn at every wedding they do or whatever, I mean, that's not going to work. Like, it's just not going to work. I don't know. I don't see the point in learning this stuff to not reapply. I mean, the easiest thing that we do as DJs is just replicate what the music is supposed to do. Yeah. So if you teach me how to chase on Steezo, or if you teach me how to do whatever you're about to show me on Sucker MCs, that's great. But if I do it perfectly just on Sucker MCs, I'm still David Guetta. Do you get me? Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm in Rob mode. Right. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I spend most of my time on the original tracks that you show me on because I know I need like a heart point to start from.
All right, so let's talk about the setup, okay? What I'm doing is just backspinning half a beat. I get the song to a half a beat backspin, or I should say a beat and a half. It's not half a beat. It's a beat and a half.
Between the two snares?
Yeah. So it's 3 snares.
Okay.
After the shortened backspin, I start scratching the right turntable from the kick. As I'm doing the scratch, I'm rewinding the left turntable and cueing it to the first snare. And
okay.
The first snare on the left turntable, if I cue that kick at 12, that first snare is going to live at about 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Once I'm cued and I verify that with my eyes, so as I'm doing the baby scratch, I'm looking at the left turntable to make sure that I'm setting the cue right. After a bar of baby scratching on the right turntable, I drop and I start filling the left turntable after the first snare.
Okay.
That's where my snare fill starts, and then I add one more fill, and then I release the left turntable on that snare, and then I open the fader, grab the first snare I hear, fill that twice, drop or release, then immediately open the fader to the left side again, grab that snare. So it is sort of like a chase, like what you've been doing.
Okay.
Throughout the lesson, what you've been doing is similar to the movement that I do. You just have to really make quick decisions. Watch me.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I understand. I think.
Yeah.
turning off my fucking waveforms.
That was close.
I'm gonna. It's cool.
Good shit, Mike.
So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Man. Enjoy your Sunday.
You too.
All right.